33 days to Election Day, but just 5 days before the start of early voting. And Courtney, Ohio's looking more and more like a battleground state.
And our News 5's John Kosick tells us some are declaring Ohio as a toss-up state.
Since 2004, presidential elections have been about
Ohio.
We were a bellwether that could go either way, but with Donald Trump's 8-point win in 2016 here, the shift to leans Republican had been pretty much cemented. But the University of Virginia Center for Politics, which has been rating such races for years, has shifted Ohio back to toss-up, fueled by 3 polls last week that showed Joe Biden leading or leading within the margin of error.
Toss-up is what that is. Toss-up means you can't tell which way it's going to go. And the polling data is remaining pretty steady, at least in the last few weeks.
The split between the two was evident in Alliance on Wednesday as we rode with Joe Biden on his whistle-stop tour from Cleveland, a train greeted by what seemed to be an equal number of supporters for both candidates. That's why Trump's senior advisor, Bob Paduchik, still sees the state as red.
I think we're in a great position right now. The enthusiasm, the level of activity in our campaign is much better than it was in 2016. And I think we're going to win the state very big.
Senator Sherrod Brown sees it differently.
I think there's no question that Biden not just has a fighting chance in Ohio, I think he's going to win Ohio.
His opinion, from the perspective of a Democrat who ran statewide in Ohio 2 years after President Trump's 2016 win and won his race with the support of many voters who went with Trump, who he believes will vote for Joe Biden. Bottom line, Tom Sutton says America will look to Ohio on election night for this reason. Biden doesn't need the state to win. Donald Trump does.
If Biden wins Ohio, given the 8-point win by Trump 4 years ago, Biden most certainly will win the rest of the country because it's become a more Republican, more conservative state, even in the last 4 years.
Okay, that was John Kosick reporting. John tells us again, because of that, look for the pace of advertising to pick up, especially starting next week, as the first of more than 2 billion ballots go out in Ohio starts to vote.